In this session, I am going to explain about reverse osmosis, water purification, abnormal molar mass, and want of factor. First, let us know what you mean by reverse osmosis. The direction of osmosis can be reversed if a pressure larger than osmotic pressure is applied to the solution side. That is, the pure solvent flows out of the solution through the semi-permeable membrane, and this kind of process is known as reverse osmosis. And this reverse osmosis is used in the desalination of seawater. When a pressure more than osmotic pressure is applied, pure water flows out of the seawater through the membrane, and seawater becomes salt free. And here a porous membrane is used, which is a film of cellulose acetate, and cellulose acetate is permeable to only water but impermeable to the impurities and ions present in the seawater. Here you can see the desalination of seawater, that is removal of salt from seawater by a process reverse osmosis. When we separate fresh water and salt water by a semi-permeable membrane, on applying a pressure greater than osmotic pressure on salt water, there will be a reverse osmosis process. That means solvent molecules flow out of salt water and get into the fresh water. By this, we can remove salt content from seawater. Okay, let us know about abnormal molar masses. The molar mass of the molecule which is lower or higher than the expected or normal value is called abnormal molar mass. Let us take an example of ethanoic acid, where the molecules of ethanoic acid dimerize in benzene due to hydrogen bonding between them, and also because of low dielectric constant of benzene, and hence the number of particles is reduced due to a process called dimerization. Okay, let us know about want of factor, that is I. I is equal to normal molar mass divided by abnormal molar mass, which is also equal to observed colligative property divided by calculated colligative property. I is also a ratio of the total number of moles of particles after association or dissociation divided by number of moles of particles before association or dissociation. In case of association, the value of I is less than unity, but in case of dissociation, value of I is greater than unity. For example, the value of I for aqueous KCl solution is close to 2, but in case of ethanoic acid in benzene, the value of I is nearly 0.5. Let us know the significance of want of factor. If I is equal to 1, the solute does not undergo either dissociation or association. If I is greater than 1, the solute undergoes dissociation. If I is less than 1, solute undergoes association. Okay, colligative properties for solutes that undergo association or dissociation. There are four colligative properties. First one is relative lowering of vapor pressure of the solvent, which that is equal to P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to Ix2. The second property is elevation of boiling point. If you consider for these solutes undergoing association or dissociation, that delta Tb becomes equal to I into Kb into m. For the third colligative property, that is depression of freezing point, the delta Tf becomes equal to I into Kf into small m. For fourth colligative property, that is osmotic pressure of the solution, that is pi is equal to I into N2 into R into T divided by capital V, which is equal to ICRT. Thank you.